How's it going, everyone? So, you may have noticed I've been a little inactive on YouTube recently, and that is because I've been getting things set up to be able to do Akashic Records readings for you guys. So, if that is something you've inquired about, or if that's something that sounds interesting to you, go ahead and go to the link in the description and you can learn more about what one of those sessions entails. And the cool thing about going into the Akashic Records with you guys is that you never really know what to expect there, and you never know who's going to come forward with information. And when you are being given the wisdom to help you on your path, I am also getting that wisdom. So it's a give and take, and I'm benefiting a lot in doing these sessions for you guys. And it's really cool. It's like an etheric hub where all your masters and your guides can meet up and celebrate you, appreciate you, and bring forward the wisdom that's going to assist you in whatever it is you're trying to accomplish and give you some clarity on what's being asked of you. So, very cool. I'm very happy to be providing that service and something I've been looking forward to for a long time. Anyway, on to the message, which is kind of simple, but really life-changingly profound. And the biggest thing going on in the Lightworker Collective right now is the feeling that I'm not getting messages from my guides, or I'm not efficiently or effectively able to communicate with them, or maybe I feel like I am getting messages or downloads from them, but I'm not really able to do that on command, which is honestly the ultimate goal. Is we want to at any given moment receive that guidance and that wisdom whenever we desire to have it in our field. So, and not just based around guidance and wisdom, it can go a long way to just have a rapport with them, a back and forth of appreciation and a little give and take on certain situations, or even have a laugh or two, or it's a relationship that's there to be had, that the reason that you desire it so greatly is because it is as great as it sounds. And honestly, it's worth seeking, it's worth making sacrifices for, it's worth all of this trouble that you're going through, shedding these layers and trying to get yourself to a level where you can meet and establish this long-term communication and relationship. So it's what it's all about. And a lot of people will come forward with, hey, this is how I do it. This is how I communicate with my guides, and this is how I had my breakthrough. And a lot of times we try a lot of these things and they don't quite catch on for us, and it's kind of a trial and error situation where we're trying to establish what works for us and really get to that breakthrough. Because honestly, the goal is not for you guys to keep having to go to channelers or to keep having to watch some dude sitting here on YouTube with his dog, pushing him off the couch. The goal is for you to activate your own guidance system and your own internal compass and have your own dialogue with your guides and really create that meld between the two. So, there's no second guessing, there's no wondering if you're making the right decisions. There's always someone to go to in order to help you make decisions, whether that be a guide, an ancestor, a future self, a past self, an ET, your higher self directly. So many outside of this game have an overview that will really be a game changer for a lot of us. But it's so hard to do because we are stripping away the layers of the programming and the judgments that we've accumulated over time, that stick around with us as survival mechanisms and as part of the illusion of separation. And I go into the records and I get these little tips and tricks, but this one really stood out, and I tried it, and honestly, it left me in a very elevated state, excited to bring it forward to share with you guys. And it has to do with role playing. And basically, you are going to role play as your guide. So, the guide said to me, we're always trying to go up and meet spirit in some higher place. But what if instead of asking questions and trying to get into an altered state, what if we were in the role of receiving those questions? What if we, with our mind's eye and our imagination, became that master that was going to enter this space and offer wisdom to that vessel? And there are a few tricks to doing this, but if you allow yourself to get invested in becoming the real, true version of yourself, the one that has not split itself into 3D, then you will be able to bypass your ego, you will bypass your karma, and you will bypass any belief systems or judgments that you still carry around, because they simply do not exist in the space that this being exists. So you can become whoever it is you want to be. You can become the Pleiadian version of yourself. You can be straight up your higher self. You can be a guide from a future timeline that has already accomplished what you're setting out to do. You can be a guide from a past life who made some mistakes and learned how to overcome things the hard way, offer you some information that is going to help you avoid some pitfalls along your path. The key is that you get emotionally invested in how honored you would be to step into this density and provide wisdom to this vessel that is in the third reality. So, how would this look? And how do you execute this appropriately? So let's say you've got some questions on your mind, you would like some clarity, and you are in a sacred space. Let's say, for this example, you're in your bed. That's where a lot of us pray, that's where a lot of us ask questions. But instead of speaking those questions out into the field, change your perspective and enter this reality as that guide. Hear the questions and offer solutions. Whatever comes to your mind, just spit it out. It doesn't matter if the ego is still interjecting, saying, hey, this is just the mind pretending and making this up. Spit it out and create the discussion. And probably to start off with, you just want to, shower the vessel with admiration. Tell the vessel how proud you are. Tell the vessel that they are very special for everything they're trying to accomplish and very loved and looked after, and all of those things that we hear come through the other side all the time. That love and appreciation and admiration for the experience we're having, all of those things will always ring true in this reality, and is the natural state of where that information is coming from. So the trick is to let yourself roll with what you're saying. Just continue speaking, continue showering this vessel with beautiful words that they want to hear, with all the accolades that they've achieved, everything they've accomplished and overcome, everything they have to look forward to, and just keep it going and keep it going until you sort of get to the point where you blank out, but you keep rolling with what you're saying. And when you get to that point, what starts coming through is going to really surprise you, because it is going to shift into a space where you're no longer on one side pretending or you're no longer on one side, giving the advice or the information. It's just a meld, and you create a soup with each other. And once it's over, you are going to open your eyes and shift back into that vessel and say, holy crap, what did I just experience? Did my higher self just literally come through and shower me with all this love and admiration? Did the answers to my questions really get answered so directly? And you will leave that space truly knowing that you just channeled your higher self, and that it was beautiful and everything you expected. And that's something that you can do and get back to that space whenever you desire. So I want you guys to give this a try and let me know what you think. I fully invested my all into doing this, and I left that space feeling so rejuvenized and so regenerated and just ready to face whatever was in front of me, because that meld took place, and it was no longer a single player game. And yeah, that's all I have to say today. Like I said, if you guys are interested in doing some sessions with me, opening your records and seeing what comes out, that service is now available for you. So you can go ahead and check that link in the description. And I'll also pin that in the comments section. So yeah, thank you very much, you guys, and we've got a lot to look forward to. Goodbye.